I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill, on Blueberry Hill. When I found you, the moon stood still on Blueberry Hill, and it wasn't until my dream come true. The wind and the willows play loud sweet melody.
As scientists begin to understand the healthy benefits in the blue pigment, doctors are recommending to their patients a daily dose of blue.
Antioxidants are particularly good at reducing the risk of certain diseases, especially diseases and afflictions that we fear as we age, things like cancer and heart disease. You know, with the broad depth of research possibilities for blueberries, many of them are panning out, especially with this antioxidant potential.
In addition to antioxidants, recent studies have found that other flavonoids or chemical compounds in the wild blueberry offer significant health benefits.
One underlying theme in all of this is the property of these flavonoids as anti-inflammatory agents. And in a lot of our degenerative diseases and processes, the underlying damage is arising from inflammation. And if these compounds are working as anti-inflammatory agents, which there's lots of evidence that they are, that's very significant.
We found that one of these blueberry antioxidants has antibacterial properties that may have activity in preventing urinary tract infections.
In another study, wild blueberries improve memory function in a group of people with mild cognitive impairment.
We showed that the 12-week supplementation with blueberry juice improved performance on memory.
Well, we found some things that might bode well for aged people. We found that when we fed blueberries to our aged rats, that their performance on motor tasks and their performance on tasks in which we measure memory improved. And we actually reversed some of the behavioral deficits that one normally sees in these animals at this age with the blueberry supplementations.
The research points to improvements in night vision.
I mean, not only do they provide antioxidants, you know, certain nutrients, vitamins, trace minerals, etc., 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 they're really good for the eyes. Now, the number one thing or reason that I consume blueberries for are my eyes. I'm very conscious about eye health. I spend a lot of time before a computer, just like many of you. However, I'm very conscious, about eye health. You know, I know that this computer screen is emitting radiation. Okay, that's a form of heat, and heat cooks, especially that which is living, like living tissue. You know, and the eyes do have tissues. The tissues of the eyes, they can be cooked from radiation. So I'm conscious of this whole dynamic. So therefore, I consume blueberries in some form every day.
We really focused on the pigments in blueberries, the anthocyanins, because they are very much the compounds of interest in blueberries because they're so abundant. So what we found is that the blueberries had a very nice cholesterol lowering effect. And this was, in a diet that was already very rich in plant products. So over and above, that healthy diet, the blueberries were having an additional beneficial effect on the cholesterol.
Blueberries lower cholesterol. Hi, I'm Dr. James Machino. Now, on June 9th in 2012, there was a study published in the European Journal of Nutrition, and it was investigating a blueberry extract and its ability to lower cholesterol. Now, in blueberries, there's an active compound called anthocyanidins, and we've seen in animal studies that what they do is they help to flush more bile and cholesterol through the liver and the bile duct into the intestinal tract, and then in a bowel movement you're getting those cholesterol materials and cholesterol building blocks out of the body, which ultimately will lower blood cholesterol as well.
Especially, but darkly purple blue pigmented fruit have a super antioxidant called anthocyanins that this animal study out of the University of Michigan showed in rats that were fed either a high-fat diet or a low-fat diet with freeze-dried crushed blueberries all had reduced blood glucose or blood sugar, improved insulin sensitivity, which are both integral in managing and preventing diabetes. And the group that were fed a low-fat diet plus blueberries actually had decreased abdominal fat and also had lower weight overall. A male study of three weeks worth of human males eating wild blueberry juice, and they basically had all these effects too of improved glucose and insulin control.
Blueberries are often reported to be one of the most popular superfoods, with sales rocketing from 1,000 to 15,000 tons a year in just over a decade. So I'm basing my research on them. One of their many health claims is that they contain flavonoids, which can lower blood pressure. So I want Professor Jeremy Spencer to put this to the test.
The red and blue bits indicate blood flow. So what we're seeing here is in your normal relaxed situation, the blood flow's pulsing through nicely, your heart rate is normal.
Jeremy then gives me a big glass of blueberry juice. That's 2 pints worth. This large amount is to show a big difference in a short time, and 90 minutes later he measures my veins again.
What you can see here is an actual increase in the size of the vessel. I can tell you now that it looks much better than it did earlier. Those beneficial flavonoids within the blueberry have been absorbed into your bloodstream, and they've caused the release of a compound called nitric oxide, which causes the dilation of your blood vessels and therefore lowers your blood pressure.
We've done some work also just on the anti-cancer properties of the components in the blueberry. They have such a complex chemistry, and each of these little natural chemicals work together. They potentiate the effect. I think that's what makes a blueberry so powerful compared to so many other berries, because they have such a complex chemistry and these chemicals work together for human health.
We're quite excited with the recent study on the blueberry, and we feel that blueberry contains phytochemicals that probably is able to help us to fight against triple negative breast cancer, which is one type of breast cancer usually difficult to treat.
We did some studies in tissue culture, and we found that the blueberry actually inhibited the proliferation of the triple negative breast cancer cells, and we also found that it increased the apoptosis or cell death. And in further studies we found that it inhibited metastatic potential, or the migration of these cells. And in our tumor models, we also found that the blueberry inhibited the tumor growth, so there was lower tumor weight.
人类的健康正在遭受来自于各种因素的威胁，比如生活的压力、污染，以及对营养元素的摄取不足。人们长期暴露在这些危险因素之下，就会造成许多慢性疾病。根据我几十年来对营养、食品和保健养生的研究中，发现源于北美洲的蓝莓具有健脑、护眼、抗氧化、抗癌、 降血脂、降血糖等功效。因此，我们近期将对蓝莓作为主要的研究对象，开发出一系列的以蓝莓为主要成分，针对各种健康问题的保健品，比如片剂、胶囊、饮料、糖果、酒类、果酱等等。我希望通过这些保健品，将蓝莓的功效带给绿世界全球的消费者。